I believe that faceless YouTube channels are one of the best ways to make money online in 2024. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through what it takes to start a faceless YouTube channel and how to make money with it step by step. With that being said, here's what we're gonna cover in today's free course. First, we're gonna cover what is a faceless YouTube channel to begin with. I'm gonna show you examples of different successful YouTube channels, and I'm also gonna show you reasons on why you should start a faceless channel yourself. Now in section 2, I'm gonna show you 3 different ways in which you can run this type of channels, which is probably my favorite part of this video. I'm gonna show you how to choose your most profitable niche and also must-haves when it comes to this business model. In section 3, we're gonna cover the anatomy of a successful faceless YouTube video and hiring tips if you decide to outsource. And in section 4, we're gonna cover strategies and tactics for fast growth, tools and softwares to make your job 10 times easier, the best way to monetize faceless YouTube channels, examples of channels that are performing very well, what I would do if I would start a faceless channel today, and finally, action steps that you can take at the end of this video and start your own channel. So let's start with the beginning. What even is a faceless YouTube channel? Because I see a lot of people that have confusion around this. So guys, a faceless YouTube channel is nothing else but a normal YouTube channel where instead of the channel owner being in front of the camera and showing his face like I'm doing right now, there is no face and no person attached to the videos. The videos are simply put together as a collection of stock footage, different images, different screenshots, different text, and in most of the cases there is also a voice. There is the person recording their voice and narrating on the video, but there is no face attached whatsoever. Now by doing this and using this method, what happens is that the focus is shifted. It goes from the creator of the content, the person who's creating the content, to the content that's being created, to the content itself, which puts content basically on the first place. This method of making videos has generated billions of views and probably hundreds of millions of dollars for the channel owners since its inception, although it's still not very popular. Now, I'm sure most of you have seen at least one of those videos, but in case you haven't, let's take a look together of some of the most popular faceless YouTube channels out there that are the biggest, making the most money. And then I'm also going to show you a couple smaller channels that you might not realize that are using this tactic to make money, but they're definitely making a lot of money in the process. One of the biggest faceless YouTube channels out there, if not the biggest, is Brightside. Now, this channel has over 44 million subscribers, guys, and that's more than double the population of the country that I was born in, Romania, which is insane. They have been posting videos for 6 years now and have over 7,000 videos in total, and they're still posting 3 videos each and every single day. Their content is pretty generic though, covering all sorts of different topics. Their most popular videos are 13 tips on how to survive wild animals attacks, how to solve a 3x3 Rubik's Cube in no time, the easiest tutorial, and 7 riddles that will test your brain power. Let's click on one of their videos so you can see that there's actually no face attached, there's no person appearing in those videos, but it's just a voiceover. You can hear somebody speaking on top of different sorts of footage, screenshots as animations. Now, if you ask me, the videos are pretty simple. They don't have crazy production or they don't seem very complicated, so a lot of normal people like you and me can tap in, make similar videos, and use them as a way to make money online. Now, let me show you another big faceless YouTube channel. This one is called Watch Mojo. They have 25 million subscribers, have been around for 16 years, and although they originally started posting videos where there was somebody in front of the camera, for the longest time ever, they have been making faceless videos like you can see right now on the screen. They have over 25,000 videos and they're currently posting 7 videos each and every single day, and they're a little bit different than Brightside. Watch Mojo mostly makes list-based videos like top 10 best Rick and Morty season 7 moments, the best free streaming services of 2023, top 20 worst Nintendo 64 games. They're pretty much covering all sorts of different genres and making content for different audiences, but most of them follow a listicle model where they're presenting a collection of 5, 10, 20, 50 things put together. As while those channels are great, they have tens of millions of subscribers, have been around for many years, and are probably making millions of dollars. I also want to show you 2 smaller channels, start like normal people like you and me, with the scope of making money with this method. The first one is called Animal Insider, and they're making videos about animals, but mostly dogs from what I can see. Male versus female boxer, 10 differences between them, top 10 small dog breeds for the first time dog owners. Again, simple basic videos with no face and no person attached to them. Or this channel right here called Curexa, making videos about diet, nutrition, and overall aspects regarding health. Healing your nerves naturally, top 6 vitamins you need, how to improve your vision naturally, discover the top 6 vitamins. Both of those videos have gotten over 1 million views each and have made a lot of money for the owner of this channel, but the financial aspect is not actually the only good thing about starting a channel like this. Let's talk about the reasons as to why you might consider starting a faceless YouTube channel yourself. Obviously, one of the first reasons and one of the first advantages, especially compared to a regular channel, is that you don't have to be in front of the camera. You don't need to sit down and record content every single day and actually pretty much never show your face. And with that, you also don't need to buy a lot of crazy equipment. Cameras, lights, microphones, lav mics, anything that comes with it, you basically don't need with the Faceless YouTube channel. It's not about like, oh, you are there or you are not there, but this is also about developing the skills required. Camera presence, tonality, pauses, energy, all that stuff, and it's firsthand to me because those are exactly the skills that I'm developing right now. And I can tell you, coming from running mobile faceless channels, I definitely underestimated how hard it is to run a personal channel. But again, with this business model, you don't need to do any of that. And another great reason is that it's pretty easy to start and it's a sexy business model. Everybody can understand how this works, and I'll guarantee you that we have a very clear image by the end of this video. And at the end of the day, who wouldn't want to make money by posting YouTube videos, especially if you're already on YouTube watching some videos? It also has a low or $0 startup capital required. I'll show you a little bit later in this free course how you can start this on yourself with $0 or use a little bit of money to speed up the process and leverage some other people. Another great reason to start a faceless YouTube channel yourself is that if done right, it can generate a couple $1,000s per month for you in passive income. So if you know how to set it up the right way, not only you'll be able to generate thousands of dollars per month in profit, but if you also choose to use leverage, you can do that while only working a couple of hours per week. It can take a couple of weeks, even months, and some people never do it because they never get it right. But the best part on YouTube is that once you have success, it compounds. Think of it like this double effect. A video that you post today, if done right, can generate you money for a week, a month, a year, and multiple years, because once again, it's like a seed that you plant, or multiple seeds you plant, and some of them will grow, some of them will grow further, some of them will stop the growth, but eventually you'll have a big collection of seeds that will generate money for you. However, I want to mention this is by no means a get-rich-quick scheme. Success on YouTube will definitely not come overnight, and it will actually take you a couple of uploads to understand what works, what doesn't, and eventually make money with this business model. If you're looking for something that can make you a quick buck, starting a faceless YouTube channel is definitely not the best option for you. It will take a little bit of time, a little bit of effort, but once done right, the potential is endless. You might be wondering, what do I mean with leveraging other people's work to do this? Well, let me walk you through the 3 ways you can start a faceless YouTube channel yourself. So first, method number 1, we have the free method. This is the easiest and most straightforward way of starting and running faceless YouTube channels, and I highly recommend it for beginners. What you'll do with this method is simply do the work yourself. Do the videos like you're a YouTuber, but instead of showing your face and being in front of the camera, you don't do that. You just create a content faceless from behind the scenes, which will save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of effort. It's insane. Method number 2, which we're gonna call the paid method. This is my favorite method, and it's also the method that you eventually want to get to if you want to turn your faceless channel into an asset that will generate some sort of passive income. Instead of creating all the content yourself, you outsource the work to freelancers on websites like Fiverr and Upwork.com. They will do all the work for you in exchange for a small fixed price for each video. As I was saying earlier, this is the method that you want to use if you want to be able to run your channel only spending a couple hours per week on it, while potentially generating thousands of dollars per month in passive income. Method number 3 is called the hybrid method, and it's highly overlooked, although it's very good. If with the free method, you are the one creating all the content yourself, and with the paid method, you're not creating any content yourself, but outsourcing it all, with the hybrid method, you're basically in the middle. You're doing a combination of both. You can choose to outsource the content creation parts that you don't want to do or have no interest and no skill in, and you can choose to do the ones that you like doing or that you want to develop further and maybe want to save some money on. The good thing about this method is that it basically allows you to not only trade time for money at a more than reasonable cost, but it also allows you to delegate and outsource the things that you don't want to be doing, which will make the whole process much more enjoyable. When it comes to this, there is no right or wrong. It's not like the free method is wrong, the hybrid method is better, and the paid is the best. There's no such thing. You can always go from one to another. You can also go from free to fully paid, but then you decide you want to go to hybrid, you want to do something yourself, you want to delegate something, then you maybe want to spend a little bit less money, you can start doing it yourself again. So there's no rule. It's completely up to you, so feel free to choose the option that fits you the best. Now that you know all the different ways you can approach starting a faceless YouTube channel, let's talk about choosing the profitable niche, because this will make you a lot of money. What choosing a niche essentially does is it allows you to narrow down the videos that you're trying to make by making them all fit within a certain category. And although the big channels I showed you earlier, like Brightside and Watch Mojo, don't necessarily have a specific niche, they make different sorts of videos from different genres for different types of people, it's best that you choose choose one and stick with it, because it makes the whole process much easier, much more achievable, and also, in my opinion, much more profitable. Here are 10 broad examples of niches you can choose from so you can make an idea. We have sports, cars, luxury, history, health, celebrities, movies and TV, tech, AI, and crypto. The list goes on and on, but there are 3 questions I always like to ask when choosing the niche for a faceless YouTube channel, and they are as it follows. Can a channel in this niche help me hit my financial goals? So let's say if you want to make $3,000 per month, $5,000, let's say $10,000 per month, the question that you want to ask is, can a channel in this niche, let's say in the luxury niche, can a channel in the luxury niche help me achieve my goal of making $10,000 per month? And obviously the answer needs to be positive for you to choose that niche. The second question that I like to ask, and we're going to use the previous example, is, can a channel in the luxury niche generate $10,000 per month for years to come? The reason why you want to ask if for years to come is because you don't only want to have a channel that can make money for a month or 2 months or 3 months, but you may be wanting to 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, 24 months, 3 years, 4 years. Again, the time frame is up to you, but I would much rather start with a channel that I know from the beginning has the potential to make me money for a longer term than to realize 6 months in that, oh, I'm going to be running out of videos ideas, or this is not going to be relevant in the future. That's a crucial question to ask right there. And the third question, which for some people it might be optional, but I really like to put it in there, is, would I like running a channel in this niche? For example, I know nothing about makeup and I'm not interested in makeup whatsoever. For me, running a makeup channel, although it might be able to make me money, would not be enjoyable. And obviously you don't need to enjoy all the things that you do, but especially if you want this to be your main side hustle or maybe your main business model, I think it would help to go with something that you are at least remotely interested in. Now from here, guys, regardless which niche you chose to run your channel or the method that you chose to run your channel with, there are a couple of things that you must have in order to run a successful channel or any channel whatsoever. The first thing you'll need is a name for your faceless channel, and I used to spend days and days trying to come up with a genius name for our channels until I realized that 1, nobody really cares, and 2, it makes no difference between channel name A and channel name B whether you're gonna make more or less money. So just choose something. You can go on websites like namelinks.com, put in the niche that you want your channel to be in, and you'll automatically generate hundreds of different names that you can choose from. The other thing you'll need is your channel artworks. I'm speaking about the profile picture and the banner of the channel. And just like we approached the name, you can just go on canva.com and create one yourself within 30 minutes. They have hundreds of templates you can choose from. Or if you want to save some time and get something a little bit nicer than you can maybe do yourself, you could go to websites like Fiverr, search for YouTube channel banner, and pay somebody $5 to $10 to design it for you. You could also set up your channel description if you want to go a little bit further. You just need to go inside YouTube Studio and write something right here. Now, you can either come up with something yourself or ask ChatGPT to write something for you for free. And with that, you should be pretty much good to go with your faceless YouTube channel. But now, let's talk about the main thing. Let's talk about the videos that you're going to create. So, the first thing that I want to cover here is what I call the anatomy of a faceless YouTube video, meaning the different parts that a video has. Number 1, the script. This includes the research parts and represents the words that will be spoken by the narrator of the video. Number 2, the voiceover. This is simply the narration of the script. Somebody reading the script out loud into a microphone like I'm doing right now. Number 3, video editing. This represents putting together the script and the voiceover using different stock footage, screenshots, animations, and other effects. This also includes the background music, which is a part that not a lot of people even think about. And number 4, thumbnail. This is the cover image of the video. Before you click on a video on YouTube, you will see a small cover image which we call the thumbnail. Some of the people out there like to add more or break some of those into different parts, but in my opinion, and from what I've seen works time and time again, this is the easiest way to think about it. Whether you want to do this yourself or whether you want to outsource it to other people, those are the main parts when it comes to a video that you want to reference. Now let's talk a little bit about each of the parts, starting with the script. The free method of doing this is to write a script yourself. This will probably take you anywhere from 30 minutes to a couple of hours, including the research for the topic, depending how granular and how well researched you want it to be. Now, I would not try to rush this process because it acts like the foundation of your videos, so it's important that you pay high attention to this part. And by the way, you can also use AI tools to help you in the process, like ChatGPT, for example. The paid method involves hiring a freelance scriptwriter to write it for you. There are multiple websites you can find freelancers on, but my most favorite so far are Fiverr and Upwork.com. Depending on the experience of the freelancer, the duration of the videos, and a couple other factors, you should expect to pay anywhere from $10 to $50 for a script. I want to mention this though, there are multiple variables and exceptions that come into play here, so we don't have time to go into all of this, but that's a good range for beginners out there, 10, 20, 30, maybe 40, $50 for a script. Up next, we have the voiceover, which is somehow the easiest and most straightforward part in this process. If you choose to do it yourself with the free method, all you need to do is to have a microphone, whether a computer microphone like I have right here, or you can even start doing this using your phone. You'll be able to do the narration just reading the script out loud with good tonality, good pauses, and all of that, maybe a little bit of post-process editing. Depending on the duration of the video, it should take you around 15, 30, maybe 60 minutes to do the voiceover yourself. And if you choose the paid method, here you want to get somebody with a nice voice, maybe a native speaker of the language that you're trying to make videos in, and pay anywhere from $10 to $20 for the narration of the video. I usually don't go any higher than $20 for most of my videos. Video editing, it's also very important, but if you do a good job with the script and the narration, you'll have a much easier time editing the video. If you choose to do this yourself, I highly recommend you use as many free resources as possible, things like stock footage from websites like Pexels or Pixabay, graphic templates from PicMonkey or similar websites, and copyright-free music from the YouTube Music Library or any other free copyright music websites out there. If you choose the pay method, however, when it comes to video editing, you should probably expect to pay anywhere between $15 and $30, maybe $40, depending on the complexity of the video. Now, outsourcing video editing will definitely save you a bunch of time, especially if you're a beginner and you don't have a lot of skill, because it can be the most tedious part. The many errors can appear with editing softwares, the back and forth, and all of that stuff. I would say this is the biggest headache and the first thing that you want to outsource if you start from scratch and you want to delegate something. And last but not least, we have the thumbnail design. A lot of people skip this part or not pay attention to it, but if you think about it chronologically, it's probably the most important part, right? Again, chronologically, because people see your videos first, and your thumbnail plays a massive part in people deciding whether they want to click or they don't want to click. So if you don't pay attention to the thumbnail and people don't click, the rest of the video, the script, the voice, the editing, is completely irrelevant because nobody sees them. So pay attention to your thumbnails. I started my very first Faceless YouTube channel by creating thumbnails myself, as I had a little bit of experience in Photoshop and creating some graphic designs, and most importantly because I didn't want to spend any money on it. If you're a beginner and want to do thumbnails using the free method, you can do it very easily using canva.com for completely free, and you can get a thumbnail done in less than 30 minutes. With most of the thumbnails in this game, it's not about the craziest design, the effects, the fonts, the colors, but it's about who can capture the viewer's attention the most, and that has more to do with the idea behind the thumbnail rather than the graphic skills of the designer. Still, if you decide to outsource thumbnail design to a freelancer out there, it will cost you $5 in most cases, maybe $10 if you're in a sophisticated niche, but what you should be paying here isn't for the time saved, because again, we already agreed that it's not going to take you a lot of time, but it's the experience making viral thumbnails. It's the experience making thumbnails that people want to click, meaning the designer has to have a proven track record. This is usually what I look for in thumbnail designers when it comes to hiring them. If you're a complete beginner and want to do this bootstrap with a $0 starting budget, definitely go out there, start making content, put in the reps, get good, and start making money. However, if you want to use money as leverage and outsource and delegate some of the parts from the beginning, or maybe even all of the parts, in the next section, I want to give you a couple of tips that I've learned over the years when it comes to hiring and delegating to freelancers online. The first tip that I have would be to not hire freelancers who can do it all. Some people, especially on Fiverr, will make you an offer where they'll do everything for you at a special price. They can do the script, they can do the voice, they can edit, and they can do the thumbnail. That's not a good move for multiple reasons. Most likely, they're just the middleman doing a little bit of freelancer arbitrage right there, where they pay some other people who are charging him less to do the voice, script, editing, and thumbnail, and he just charges a premium on the top of that and acts basically like the supplier for your videos, which is not an ideal situation because you depend heavily on them. And even if, let's say, they're a genuine person who can do them all, would you rather have somebody who's the master of all those skills, who's a master scriptwriter, master narrator, master video editor, master thumbnail designer, and does it all? Or would you rather hire a specialist? Would you rather hire somebody who has only done scripts for the last couple of months, the last couple of years, who have only done editing for the last couple of months, the last couple of years, and they've only know that? They're passionate, they're talented, and they want to do that job. The answer is obvious. The second tip that I have for you is to look for experience, but also ask for samples. So you definitely want to find freelancers who have experience doing something similar to what it is that you're trying to do, but simply stating the fact that they have experience is not enough. Anybody can say, I have experience doing this, I have experience doing that. It's just not enough. What you want to do is first ask for proof. Ask for something that shows that they've actually done the job, and also ask for a custom sample of your own project. If they're writing scripts, for example, ask them to write a 1-minute script for a topic that you provide. If they're editing videos, give them some footage and have them edit 30 to 60 seconds of a video that you give them. You got the idea here, and although this will add a little bit of work to you in the beginning because you have to have more back and forth with the freelancers, it's definitely worth it. It will save you a lot more time and a lot more money, not making the mistake of hiring the wrong person later down the road. And the third and last tip that I have for you is to be wary of freelancers who are trying to use AI. With the rise of AI, a lot of people are trying to cut corners. A lot of people are trying to use AI voiceovers and pretend that, hey, I'm actually doing the voice myself. They're trying to use ChatGPT to write the scripts for them. Actually, they do no work. So all that kind of stuff. That's definitely not what you want, because it goes against the YouTube TOS, and they're most likely sending the same work, so the same voiceover, the same script, to multiple people just like you, in which case it becomes repetitive content, and again, your channel will be most likely terminated. At the end of the day, guys, the ideal freelancer that I like to look for is somebody who's passionate, talented, and has a little bit of experience doing something similar to what it is that I'm trying to do, and that's why I want to hire. Now let's talk about some strategies and tactics that you can use to start growing your channel faster and make some money off of it. The first thing that I want you to know and keep in mind when it comes to running a Faceless YouTube channel is that you should lead with progress over perfection. In the beginning stages of your channel, you won't have the best videos out there. You just need to get them out there, get feedback, and make each video better than the previous one. I made a mistake in the past of getting caught up in the weeds of trying to make every video perfect and make it go viral, but I realized that the only way to do that is through testing, posting multiple videos out there, seeing what works, doubling down, and modeling success. Don't overcomplicate it, don't overthink it, just take action. With that being said, it might be useful to create a posting schedule. If you want to do 2 videos a week, 3 videos a week, 4 videos a week, adjust your workflow to be able to keep those uploads consistent and seek to improve the quality of your videos with each upload. Faceless YouTube channels are not a game of reinvesting the wheel, especially if you want to make $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 per month. If you want to make $50,000 per month, $100,000, $500,000 a month, $1 million a month, then yeah, maybe you need to do things a little bit different. But if you just want to be there, take a small piece of the pie, create a side hustle for you, create maybe a passive income stream for you that will generate you a little bit of money, you can go a long way by modeling, not copying, but modeling successful competitors. Make a list of the top 5, top 10 most successful competitors in your niche and model after them. See how many videos they're posting, what they're posting, how they're posting them, how they're making their videos. If it's already working and they're of a similar size to your channel, it can definitely help your videos perform as well. The next strategy that I have, and this is pretty obvious, but not a lot of people do it, and sometimes I even forget it, is to double down on your performing content. Always double down. Once you're going to start posting, you'll see that some of the videos will outperform your previous ones. Some of the videos will get 5 times, 10 times, 20 times more views than the original ones that you posted. And once that happens, you want to double down on those ideas and mix more similars to the ones that are outliers. Don't worry about the videos being too repetitive or being too similar, because first, not a lot of people have seen them to begin with. 2,000 people, 5,000 people, 10,000 people is not a lot of people if you look at the YouTube users on average. And also, you are not posting content only for those viewers. You're not posting content for the existing audience, but you always want to attract new viewers, which by definition haven't seen the previous videos. So again, don't overcomplicate things, keep them simple, double down on your successful videos, and most likely you'll see even more success to continue. I also want to give you a couple tools and softwares that will make your job 10 times easier, not only when researching successful competitors, but when starting Faceless YouTube channels in general. The first one that I want to talk about, and it's the one that I use the most, is vidIQ. And you can use this tool to see the subscriber count of channels without having to go on their page, which saves you a little bit of time. You can analyze certain keywords and see the volume and competition on them, or things related to keywords. They are probably the best in the game when it comes to that. You can also see how many views a channel gets on a specific time frame, all within YouTube, and it's free. The second tool that I want to cover, it's called TubeBuddy. It does a similar job, but somehow different. Apart from the same keyword function and channel stats that vidIQ also has, TubeBuddy allows you to see other channel keywords and come up with keywords and tags for your channels, as well as an interesting thumbnail testing feature that allows you to split test multiple thumbnails for your videos. This is a little bit more advanced, but it's a good strategy. And this one is also free, so I use both of them for different functionalities. Now, I'm not affiliated with any of them. I don't recommend, I don't want to sell you any of them, but if you just choose to use them, then highly recommend. I want to mention there are a bunch more tools out there, and with the rise of AI, side, there are definitely going to be new competitors and new tools that are useful coming into the place, but this is not a video about YouTube tools, so let's talk about how you can make money with these faceless YouTube channels. The most popular and effective way to monetize these types of channels is through Google AdSense through something called the YouTube Partner Program. With this program, YouTube will basically pay you a dollar amount for every 1,000 views your channel gets without having to sell anything to your audience. You don't need to have customers, you don't need to have customer support, refunds, any of that. You just upload the videos, get views, and get paid. To be a part of the YouTube Partner Program, your channel needs to have over 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours in the last 365 days, meaning people need to watch your videos for a total of 4,000 watch hours combined in the span of a year. If you're not familiar with this, the numbers might seem a little bit high, but they're actually not. If you post great quality content that people want to watch, you will be able to join the YouTube Partner Program relatively quickly. However, AdSense is not the only way you can make money with this type of channels. You can also do things like affiliate marketing, where you promote other people's products and services in exchange for a commission. You can do brand deals where companies are paying you to feature their websites and products in your videos in exchange for a flat fee. And you can also sell your own products. You can sell merchandise, ebooks, courses, coaching programs, literally anything you think your audience would be interested in and in which you can provide value. And the good thing with those alternative ways of making money with faceless YouTube channels is that there are pretty much no requirements that you need to meet. You can start your channel and make money with those alternative ways from day one while you're working on joining the YouTube Partner Program. And speaking of doing it properly, here are a couple examples of faceless YouTube channels that are doing a really great job right now and making a lot of money in the process. We have this channel right here called Smart Tech, which is making videos about agriculture machines, and they're printing a lot of money in the process. We have Business Basics, making videos about business at the global level that you can take inspiration from. King Luxury, covering expensive things and luxurious lifestyles for the wealthy ones out there. Nonstop, making videos about various different sports and sports topics. Athletic Interest, which is a very good channel that I really like watching, which is making videos about the business of sports, so not normal sports, but the business of sports, which makes it pretty interesting. Top Cars TV, making videos about cars, if that's what you like. And T-Spill, making content about celebrity drama. I highly recommend you look a little bit further into these channels, and maybe you can use one of them as inspiration to start your own. So between the channels I showed you guys in the beginning, the big ones, the small ones, the several successful ones that I've shown you right now, if I were to start a faceless YouTube channel today, I would probably choose one of those niches personally, and I'll tell you why in a second. Number one, I would maybe do a car channel. I personally see a good opportunity in the car niche. I've been speaking about the car niche for months and months here on my YouTube channel, and I still don't see a lot of quality content being created and not a lot of channels posting consistent videos overall. I would also probably do a business/investing channel because it's the subject that I'm most passionate about, know the most about, and I plan on doing business for the rest of my life, so it'd be nice to have something that goes hand in hand with that. And number three, if I could put together a great team, only if I could put together a great team, I'll probably do a crypto channel. I think we'll have the next crypto bull market here shortly, and crypto videos will be getting a lot of views and making a lot of money, so I see this as a way to capitalize on all that attention that's gonna hit the market. Enough with the theoretical stuff, guys. You have a lot of information that you can use and go out there to start your channel, but let's highlight, let me show you, let me walk you through what are the actions that you can take right now to start your channel and start making money with it that I need you to implement right after watching this video. First and foremost, I would start by choosing a niche for your channel. Look through the examples I gave you in this video, or check more niche examples on my YouTube channels and pick the one that you like and fits your criteria. Then you need to decide how you want to run your channel. You can choose the free method, the pay method, or the hybrid method. They're all as good, they all work. You just need to choose the one that's right for you. Once you've done that, you need to set up your channel. This shouldn't take you more than an hour to do it yourself, or let's say one day if you decide to get somebody to do the graphics for you. But again, you need to have this done in one day. Don't overcomplicate it, just get it done. Then start creating your content. Whether you decide to do the content yourself or you decide to outsource it and fully delegate it to other people, you want to lead with imperfect action over perfect inaction, guys. Just start putting stuff out there and it will get you started. Same here, whether you decide to do the content creation yourself or want to have freelancers to do it, you want to lead with imperfect action over perfect inaction. You don't want to stall, you just want to take action, put stuff out there, make it better, and make money. Once you start posting consistently, get feedback from looking at the data and constantly seek to make your videos better. find the ones that perform the best and double down on those, then rinse and repeat the process to get more views and make more money. One of the other advantages that I wanted to mention at the end with this business model is that it can be a great vehicle for multiple types of people depending where you are in your entrepreneurship journey. Whether you are a beginner or whether you are a 9-to-5er wanting to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 per month while only working a couple hours per week, the business model can allow you to do that. Whether you're a beginner and you want to make your first $10,000, $20,000, $40,000 per month, the business model can allow you to do that if you put in the proper time, the proper resources, and the proper effort. And if in the future you want to have a big media company, if you want to stack, build a portfolio of channels, have a lot of assets, and maybe have a multi-million-dollar exit in the future, or just build and stack cash flow, you can also do that. There are so many ways you can do this. There are so many ways you can make money with this. And again, I'm the biggest proponent and I'm on a mission to put it on the map of online businesses, but I can only do that if you guys take action and if you start channels, make money. And basically the barrier to entry, it's only gonna go up. It will never be as easy as it is right now to start a Faceless YouTube channel. So I highly recommend you get in. Now, if you have any questions or if you want me to go even more in depth on a couple of subjects, let me know in the comments. I'll be reading all of them. I'll try to respond to as many as possible. And I highly recommend that you watch my other tutorials on the channel as well, because I'm trying to put out all the necessary information that you guys need to start your own channels. With that being said, don't get fancy, don't get cute. The work needs doing. Good luck to you.